Hello, my name is Mary Carol Stith, and this is a video for the second discussion board about sound and speech disorders. This is an exciting post for me to write about because I grew up, I would say, in my teaching experience in a very language-based classroom. I was an aide for 6 years before I became a full-time SPED teacher. And we were in a specifically designed preschool specifically for students with disabilities, and we really focused on language-based learning. And so I feel like that was an amazing introduction and foundation for me going into the classroom. We worked really closely with our SLP at that school, and that set me up to build a relationship with my current SLP. And so it was just really cool to see how we used language-based learning all throughout the day, and then paid attention. When you're doing that, it makes you pay attention to the different sounds and different shapes that they have a hard time making, or where they're thriving and where they're hitting some roadblocks, and then being able to take that back to the speech therapist and say, hey, we did A, B, and C. What would you recommend for, XYZ type thing? So really cool. Just small examples of, especially at a preschool, we were very play-based learning, and so, but identifying every single thing that you touch. So what color is this block? What shape is it? Is it soft? Is it hard? Can you stack them? How many do you see? Let's count them. What colors do you have? Can we make a pattern? Like, just making them talk back to us constantly was really important, and then engaging with them in an age-appropriate way, like voice tone too, not talking down to them as if they were babies, even though they are preschool and they were cute and cuddly in some ways, but maintaining an adult tone with them is really helpful, I found as well. And so currently I'm at a K through 3rd grade school in a self-contained room with varying speech abilities in my room, and our speech therapist this past year came to my room 3 times a week for a 30-minute whole group session, and so I got to learn from her multiple times a week and how she implemented different core words. We have a core word a week that we work on, and days that she can't be there, she and I worked together on what I would implement on those days, and different activities to put into place so that we are naturally creating speech opportunities for our kids. And then we have speech buttons in our classroom for kids who do not have the verbal ability to communicate. We find lots and lots of ways to help them communicate in other ways that are not just the motor function of speaking. So anyway, those are a few of my examples. I love engaging with my kids in a language-based way. I mentioned in my discussion both that meal times is the typically most motivating time for my students, but I try to do it anytime. If we're out at recess, if we're in PE, are we listening to what an adult is saying? Can we repeat back to me the instructions that I've given? Different things like that. So very language-based, very focused on our words, because academics are important, yes, but I want them to be able to communicate their wants and needs. That is vital to me, as for them as humans, as individuals, to maintain dignity and respect. And a lot of times behavior is communicated with communication as well. If they can't communicate, then you're going to see behaviors. And I can't imagine if I can't communicate, then I'm going to get frustrated too. So eliminating as many behaviors as we can is going to be increasing their speech, and as much as we can help them with communication. So thank you.